What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. Alright folks, if you have not done so, go click that support button. We got ourselves an incredibly brand new code that I'm going to send everybody out who's a supporter. Believe it or not, this one's going to rock your boat. And it's actually a really good one that'll help at this moment for everybody who wants to summon for Essel. And if you are a big fan of Essel, this is probably the time to do it. This code is going to give you guys 1,000 Essence Stones and Hunter exclusive weapon design times 1. I'm going to be sending those codes out today, along with all the other codes, to every single supporter that is supporting me. I want to give a big shout out to my top 10 patches, NID, NID 3164664, Kokodai, Fat Ninja, NID 357807, Captain Eat Your Face, T-Pro, Bon, shout out to Bon and T-Pro and everybody else that I just mentioned, all part of Payne's Angels, and also part of my Discord just in general. Thank you for being part of that and supporting me. NID 6753175, NID 9196509, NID 4977838. A couple more NIDs down the list. Hope you guys can see yourselves down here. I know it's a little bit small. Reynatus, Hizaka, Isu64, more NIDs, and Mega Control. Sorry. So top 20 right there. I just want to say a big shout out to everybody past the top 20, all the way to the 6,000 that we hit. Thank you so much. These codes are going out right now. But before I do that, I do want to talk about a pressing topic that everybody has been asking me nonstop. Like literally, it's been the number one asked question today. So I do want to discuss it real quick, just to give you guys a general sense of my take on it and why I think this is the way to go in regards to how you want to tackle WOBL going forward, right? Because everybody shares the same tickets. We got a brand new WOBL, we got the old WOBL. What do you do? What is the right decision for you as an account person? So I'm gonna give you guys my gist of the entire scope of things and how you need to handle it based on your account. I'm gonna give you guys all the possible scenarios that make sense here, okay? So first off, WOBL, what is the difference now between all of them? What do you want to farm and who do you want to farm, more importantly, okay? The thing to note about WOBL, it's going to be based on your account. So for example, my free-to-play account, my pay-to-win account, I'm now ready to farm the brand new WOBL. You might ask yourself, Payne, why? And I'm going to answer that question, okay? The reason why I'm going to be farming this now instead of the other ones is strictly for one reason and one reason only. It's not because of this nonsense here, these cores. These cores are not very good. As a matter of fact, in comparison to the old ones, they suck. The reason why I'm going to be farming this is one reason and one reason only, and that's for these condensed energies. That's right. These are going to be required for you to push your cores to the next level. So they're called limit breaks, right? So when you break a core past the level 10 mark or the enhancement 10 mark, you are then going to be able to go to 15. But in order to get one level break for one core, you need to farm 20 of these. That's right. It's going to take a obscene amount of time, and all your WOBL tickets should be focused on doing this. If you are a player who's new to the WOBL scene, you still want to 110% focus on Brawn. Okay, and I'm being serious when I say this. The reason why, there's two reasons. Number one, you want to grow your Shard of Baron. You want to grow your Remnant Power, because nowhere in the Spire of Transfiguration do you get Remnant Power. So your Baron will not grow, which means you're going to miss a big chunk of power on your combat power, actual like number. And on top of that, you're not going to have a Baron that's strong enough to do any form of damage or break or any stats that come from that, right? So your goal is still going to be to still farm the upper castle floors. Now, with my account, there's still a caveat to what I said. I still need to get my Remnant Power up, right? So you guys can see here, my Remnant Power is not even fully maxed out yet. I still have this entire chart here to complete. Is it worth pushing? For sure. Take a look at what I'm missing here, right? I'm missing Mage Attack increase by 1,500 when Baron is in the formation. I'm missing Shadow increase by 40%. I'm missing SJW's 1,500 extra attack when Baron's in there, right? And then I'm missing all of this extra stuff here. That is a pretty big chunk, and I mean a pretty big chunk, guys, of extra stats that I need to miss. So even for myself, I'm going to have to do a mixed bag of things here. I'm going to have to go farm Baron while I'm farming those. And this is where you don't want to be. You don't want to have to choose one or the other, because now I'm going to have to share the load, right? And nobody wants to share a load. Nobody wants a bukkake. I'm just joking. What the hell did I say? Everybody just wants to have one thing to focus on. And if you're in my situation, you do want to finish this, because that level 50 is huge. That is a big power gain. So I am going to have to go back and forth, because I do have a lot of cores that are level 10 right, that are maxed out, for example, SJWs right here, which is a huge increase, guys. If I were to limit break this, right, if I were to limit break this and go to max 15, I believe the percentage for attack percent is like 53%. It's a huge, huge increase in attack, right? Not to mention crit hit damage goes up, everything else goes up. So it's almost like a catch-22. Like, what's more important? Is Baron more important, or is the core limit break more important? The honest truth is the core limit break is more important, but it's going to take much longer. I feel like Baron's going to be a much quicker solution. So I am going to finish Baron while trying to tackle this at the same time and do two things at once. Now, if you are somebody who is still trying to get the best possible stats and the best possible cores, then you are farming only Baron. That's the only place you want to farm, guys. Whether it's easy, normal, or hard mode, don't even worry about POS. Just farm what makes sense for your account, but that is how you tackle it, okay? Your number one focus should be getting your Remnant power up, getting your cores leveled up, maximizing those cores. Because even if you look at some of my cores here, right, I've got a lot of cores here that are maxed, but then I've got even more that aren't. And I'm sharing these cores amongst a lot of units. So this is going to be this cores now is becoming the new gear. This is the most taxing part of the game. All your focus to increase your, and these are all stat sticks. Like, they're massive stat sticks. Like, if you look at some of these cores, the newer ones, honestly, they're not that good. And in terms of stats, they're exactly the same. There's really no difference between the stat you get here versus the stat you get there, right? So, or the old one versus new one, for example. Only thing you're getting here that's different is the actual effects and the design, obviously. I do like these designs. They look really badass, to be honest. But again, the older cores are better for the most part. Almost 99% of them, I'd say, is better. So, again, which one do you focus on? If you're still completing Remnant of Power, if you just started Remnant of Power, if you are just starting your core journey, Baron. All the way. All the way. If you're in my boat, split bag. Half and half if you have to. I don't know how you want to tackle it. That's up to you. I'm going to go half and half. I don't got a choice here. Which means I'm also going to have to buy more tickets from the guild shop. All my guild points are going to go towards getting those tickets for WOBL. My focus is going to be on WOBL. And again, split bag until I'm done Remnant and I get some of these enhancement cores. If you're pay to win, your Remnant should be done. Like, you should have been farming this a long time. You should have been buying tickets plenty. So your goal is going to be now to focus strictly on breaking all of your cores, and that's the only way to look at it, guys. There's really no other way, right? Because again, Deimos is not a Remnant power. He's not a Monarch, right? The next Monarch is Yogomon, and he is going to be coming out like next month. So get ready, because you need to break as many cores as possible for this dude. Because that dude is going to be for whales, from what I'm told. If you think this is hard, all leaks have pointed out to this guy being completely whaley. So get ready. Like, you're going to need to farm your asses off for whales to actually matter in the future. So that's how you look at it, guys. Focus on Baron first. If your cores are already maxed out, but Baron is not maxed out yet, half and half. If your Baron's maxed out and your cores are maxed out, now you're limit breaking, go all the way to Deimos, and that's the best way to do it. All right, folks. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section. See you guys in the next one. Take care.